Okay, I haven't played this in a while. It's been a few weeks actually since I started playing this, so. No webcam tonight. I've got it, didn't set up the green screen, and the room behind me is our old, is the red room that hasn't been redone since we moved in, so it all looks old. It's got like pink pink and white striped wallpaper with flowers all over it, so it's not very pretty. Okay, let's see. Y changes weapons. See, I don't even remember how to play. Oh, I'm in space, so that's good. Jump, okay. Crouch, X is reload, okay. That was slow down time. That was the heal, didn't need that. And then melee. I'm assuming this is run. Okay. What's supposed to be doing? Speak to Gladys and the Groundbreaker. Oh, 3 volumes. Okay, we're not even worried. Okay. Anything on this ship? I haven't really looked around the ship, honestly. Here a lot. I forgot I put her helmet on her. I need to, hold on, where's the option to not show helmets or something like that? Yeah, there we go. Turn both off. Yeah, now we can actually see her. Girl, let me talk to you.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
Yeah, maybe
that's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
She's not an idiot.
Recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing. I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
You always lose the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
One of those games I could see it potentially making you nauseous. About picking things up, so got over it a few times. Whiskey. This. Loose figure on a saw blade. I guess this is my room.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
The hat on? Drop it. I want to put it back on the hat. Put it back on here. Back on there. I was ignoring somebody. Okay, it looks like he's modifying that robot up there. Good point to spin, so let's spin that. I really don't want melee. Dodge. Why? Perks or anything? Got a helmet on, good to remember.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Ask you about Sam.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? We're cleared to dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously. I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,490 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Yeah, do that.
You are more than welcome, Captain. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid. Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most. There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No,
A
don't do it
sensible
yet.
choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
I think he's a bad guy,
known
but
as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Where in Terra 2?
don't know.
Edgewater is the sparkling. The town is near. Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Captain. You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
Yeah, we took care of that.
How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
Let's go somewhere. Just go there.
We've arrived.
Now you're telling me the system map. You've already done that.
At the groundbreaker.
Can we talk?
Or we can talk, girl.
Hey,
What's
Captain.
up?
I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I
Sure.
don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Want to talk to me? Gonna take her. I would think she's going to be our companion for a while. Although I don't know how she can fix a ship if she's running around with me the whole time. Xbox load screens, you gotta love them. Hello, person.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't
my
mind
ship.
the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
Would be stealing, wouldn't it? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can hold down the button and then select it from a radio wheel. I wish you could run. I can't. I'm just crawling here. I'm not select her to come with me. Oh, walking so slow. I don't think I selected her. She was glowing, so I thought she was selected. I guess that wasn't selecting. Now she's got a dot underneath of her. Sorry, I had to check something. You with me now? There she is. This is a very big cavern. You probably really sound like this. Hello, how you doing? That's how you'd really sound in here.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
Yeah.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want it trunching through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Say so.
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Sure. That's
Captain
me.
of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Oh,
Ready to
not
get
at all.
somewhere?
Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next.
He's
See you
gonna end
around,
up being
boss.
he's gonna end up being a guy that companion.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Why can't I run? I'm walking so slow. It's all nothing. I bet she's a bad guy.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so riled at him.
Fun.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
I think I could steal that.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
We've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up
kill
with
you all.
Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
I did kill half that time.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure, you know, whatever.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udam takes it to an, unhealthy level.
Yes, he dresses up.
You noticed, huh?
Hard to miss.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up.
Sorry, I'm skipping some of this. Okay.
Sure thing. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the... Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help.
He's hilarious.
It's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep. All right.
Tired talking to him.
Be seeing you.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
You're real nice, huh?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Doesn't sound like something to kill somebody over.
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before... I do hope you're the lucky... The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's... If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his... To the board, yeah. You've read his... But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to... Do I look like your gossipy best friend? Then get to business or get... We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expedition. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was...
Young boy. How'd you get in there, girl? You get in there.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Yeah, you can't go. Oh, dip.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
No, seriously.
I still
There
can't
was a lot
run.
of static
It's
at
quite
first,
annoying.
But then this voice said his name was Graham?
Tinker with my... Like the plasma rifle awful lot. Apparel, holder apparel. That's it, yeah, it's like a sniper rifle and that blade, but it doesn't do much damage, so I'm not really worried about it.
Graham, right. Rod.
Bring it all down.
Casting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Oh, okay.
Asshole.
Hold it right there! What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
I don't want any trouble out of you.
You're way over here. How'd you even see me?
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
They slap my whole family.
You don't pay your docking fees, your ship gets seized. I seen it happen.
Huh?
Alright, cool. Pretty cool.
You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
That's your whole family. I get it now.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following.
Cartridges in the bathroom.
Need directions? Try an engineer. Groundbreaker is a bit of a maze.
Not in there, at least. Still in here, so.
Careful where you smoke. The crew bills us for air filter.
Hot enough for you?
Gonna head to Mirrors for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
Still this? Guess not. Okay.
I hear scary. This place has a smell, right? It's not just me. Mold and old salt.
Even the air costs money.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at the target.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here.
Cute little things, yeah.
How about I stay up top?
You stay up there, girl.
Keep watch, okay?
If I can't steal anything, it's down here. Said you were gonna stay up there. Then you came down here anyway. Look out for a loose panel. You call on top of their bunks and head towards the back. Top of their bunks. We gotta leave in some local salvage. I need to find some. Public notices. Okay.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
I'll shoot him. He already looks like a jerk.
Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Let's see, a ship landed on him. Give me back my ship. Oh
no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Oh, keep a picture.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man.
He's dead, whatever.
Tell me, how did he die?
Yeah, my ship landed on top of him. Yeah,
no. How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their...
droppings.
Their droppings.
What about my ship?
Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
I can truthfully say he never mentioned him.
You haven't read the posters?
Mention him.
Well, that's just terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional. It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. What? I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells. But you... It's always like this with you tramp freighter captains. Well, once you've tired of your jokes...
Tempting to tell him, but I don't know. I don't know what would happen if I told on him. I think for right now I'm gonna not say where he's at, and we'll see.
Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of your...
Hearty greeting, potential customer.
His name's Greasy.
Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. It is
Yeah.
to dispense proteins for your ingestion. This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Let's see
Beginning
what you got.
dispensing sequence. Some condiments are not for you. May this unit beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all.
a bunch of this stuff. I don't know, dude. You can have a hat. Oh, excuse me, girl.
If you got a complaint, file it at security. Wish we had bigger weapons. No. Be careful about blowing holes in the hull.
You couldn't pay me to visit Monarch.
That maniac on Monarch still screaming into the comms void. Getting real sick of it.
Nice if I could just steal this stuff. I wouldn't have to buy it.
Assholes and their big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed me on the way in.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Needs.
Yeah.
We also have a line with. Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in the. Not me, but it's in my blood. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family.
What you got? A lot of melee weapons. It does like 17. I like his helmet though. Oh, it looks pretty cool. Good. I like to steal your stuff.
If you're hungry, you've come to the... They're terrified to lock...
I don't want their waste time with them.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Come on, girl. Let's go up. Glad you could join me.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for you the one flying the unreliable?
Me.
Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those These days, I stick to HQ and look.
Right now I could steal.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us. The authorities stay off our tails.
Right around outside.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Lilia Hagen, CEO and executive director. Charmed.
Here you are.
It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but...
Always a catch.
Like cereals. If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces. I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else... These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation.
A little bit of
shot across the
piracy.
bow. You know, legal formalities.
A wink and
Good
nod.
girl. Knew you'd understand. Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets. I like to think of myself... Hey, careful with the C word around here. Sublight. Be seeing...
I will go now. Take my leave.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, is all.
Shut up, girl.
CNP Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's worst. CNP Borsted Baked CNP Chicken and Potatoes. At CNP, we know our CNP.
Literally just a
I know
sales
she's
robot.
in there, Mfuru. You can't keep me out of there. I'm sorry. Am I
Like her
causing
ass.
a
Pretty.
scene?
Yes, you're causing a scene.
See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. You say that like it's weird.
It is weird.
Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I just don't like to leave a... Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy...
Something I can help you with?
Yeah.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no... She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei. We don't have the ability to man... Regrettably, we'd nearly signed as a... Take care.
Still haven't found a good way to get the blood out from under my nails.
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here... Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear he must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into... I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's here on?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. You look out, though.
Now that I'm in the door, I wonder if I can talk to this girl. Yeah, my disguise was activated, so.
Keep up the good work.
Person's dead.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Keep looking the other way, person. I think she's lying.
So long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
Hell no.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1. Assuming... Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? Let's just say things went sideways. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life. Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it. And I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, I'm dead. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yeah, still is since put all out.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Keep your hands to yourself.
Come here, girl, so I close the door. Thank you.
Great work.
The medical bay have an axe. I guess surgeries, you know, you might as well. Use my a lot of lockpicks. Ooh, wait, what's this? Bowels of somewhere. Like somebody was sleeping back here.
This is
Huh?
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly
As you were.
scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Interesting.
Yeah, because she remembers you. When you were...
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
So I'm gonna break into your house
This
here.
heat's unbearable.
I can look in the thing. Close the door. Can I get this key card? Probably nothing in here I even want. Music box. I'm sorry, did I leave you out there?
How do you do? And oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Of course, most of our supplies, I try. Fine, as long as the board, Chief Tennyson. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent. There's a reason the board's embassy. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia, she freely admits she planted her roots in. Damnable thing about living on a space station. No pigeons to feed. Oh, you can feed the sprats, sure enough. But then the neighbors start moaning about hygiene. Now see here, what was I doing again?
Trying to steal your stuff. And you go over there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along.
Yeah, move along.
Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
Mechanical Sentry, you
Bless my heart. A strain. You here for a particular... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself... Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light in the wallet, too. He's still... Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little... moral... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions. She sent me a recording of a distress signal. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And
Sure.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. If you should find a secret, the more we... Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Want a charming copper kettle?
Oh, she's got all kinds of forbidden ones. Stacks, you can have that. Does a lot of damage, but I don't like to do melee, so. Yeah, I like to level up. Fine, I think so. Probably the one I'll take is the negotiator. Probably won't be alone, so. I can fast travel if I'm encumbered. That'd be nice. Steal your stuff? Guess not.
I get strange comms chatter every time I fly by Mars. What's going on down there?
I would have found a key card in here, but I did not.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled.
Still getting a...
I'm going. Sure thing.
Chief didn't have enough hands to coordinate documents. Something about the radiators being left. It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. What do you want then? Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junlei Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the head. Bit straight-laced for my taste. And between you, this heat... The board can't abide a community that won't... They've always got one but it won't work. No, ma'am. Go right ahead. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on because that's... I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look... Any...
Alright, where's his engineer at? I need to go see. Abandon that one?
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing. Seriously, no mixing.
Are those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Junlei Tennyson.
Soldier book.
I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends.
Pretty girl.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineer. Good. Don't go making trouble. And so what brings you to... Interesting. We see a lot of...
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
I like her.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheat. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Want me there?
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, the board isn't helping, and we'd be great. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. I have. One of my engineers, plus a... I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense. Mardits are descended from the original Marine detachment that crossed the void with Groundbreak.
I'll get them for you.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Whatever it is.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Which I can't mod this. Fuck, no. Plasma. Put it on that gun. I wonder if I can do plasma on the light machine gun. That'd be pretty cool. You can. Yeah, I'll do that.
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wildlife and product. Military service does not guarantee full
Pretty sure that went down. Well, maybe it did.
military discounts, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapons. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news.
Okay.